Good day, subscribers. It's me, the Finance Guy, back with another video today, guys. And today we're going to be talking about Facebook, its stumble. Is it a buy? Is it not a buy? Personally, I honestly think that Facebook is still a little overpriced, and I think that the company is a decently interesting kind of company. It primarily focuses itself in advertising, and I find that very interesting. Using a social media network advertising way is one of its best ways to bring in revenue. With that being said, some of you on here might not be old enough to remember, or maybe you are old enough to remember, a place called MySpace. It was very similar to how kind of Facebook is, and as time went on, the social media giant at that time fell apart, and Facebook ended up taking the throne of that. Now, my question is this going to be another situation where years down the road, Facebook is gonna fall out of grace, and a lot of people are going to be switching platforms? Instead of going to Facebook, they'll be going to something else. Now, currently, one of the bigger platforms that seems to be doing really successful is Instagram. So a lot of people are following Instagram, but it's still owned by Facebook. And some people say that Snapchat might actually take that over. We'll see how that pans out. I think that Snapchat is got some really cool things that is good for the company, but I think that there's a lot of other really bad things that are really bad for Snapchat as well. So I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about that today. As you can see, Facebook has taken a nasty beating. Yeah, it was a pretty nasty dip, almost 20% today. I haven't seen a dip like this in Facebook since the whole Mark Zuckerberg scandal. Overall, it's still a little bit of a shaky market and overpriced for me personally. And I just wanted to say that maybe this is a buying opportunity for you if you believe in Facebook, or if you don't believe in Facebook. I think that Facebook has a very interesting potential outcome with their kind of trying to do a little bit of VR, and personally I'm a big fan of VR. If you've ever got the time to be able to experience something in VR, I think that maybe you guys might change your judgments on what you think about VR and why you think that maybe it's just something that's going to die away. I had a lot of people tell me that about PC gaming too, and as time has gone by, it seems that PC gaming has gotten stronger and stronger. And I've seen this also happen with other technologies like 3D printing. And 3D printing was a really big thing for a little while, and then it died out really hard. And I think that it could come back with special applications, and as time goes on, it'll just have a different use. Now, VR might have a different use. It might not be the gaming thing that we're looking for the future. But I've saw some pretty interesting things happening with VR, like surgeons taking 3D scans of people's bodies and doing a preliminary surgery before they even get to go and do the surgery with the person through their brain by doing some kind of scan, getting that 3D model, and then removing tumors inside of the brains. And it actually has scanning, so you can actually see like everything that's like inside the brain, and they could like very like see this is kind of what we want to do here and here. And they're making it so it's very easier, I think, to move into that area, because you can know what you're going to do before you go actually into somebody's skull. You can see it at a different angle, and then maybe try and figure out how you would train other individuals when it comes to doing any kind of brain surgery. So I think there are a lot of 3D applications or VR applications, I should say, 3D VR applications that could really change the world and change how things are going. And I think that they could also change potentially social media as well. I think that's still really far way off, but maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe something will come up where, there'll be like a VR chat room that I know already exists at this point, but maybe it'll have something that scans your body, or an avatar where you can meet other people from other locations, and maybe it'll have something like a Google Translate, so you'll be able to literally talk to anyone in the world, hear it through your own language, through VR in this virtual space. I think that would be really interesting to see how that would work, because I think it would bring a lot of people together in the aspect of being able to communicate. effectively, because there's always a language barrier with a lot of things. So I'm really curious to see how these applications are going to turn out in the years to come. Facebook falls into that category where I believe that Facebook was the creator of the Oculus, and I think that a lot of people are really like, ooh, I don't know about this, I don't know how that's going to work out. But I challenge you guys to, not judge something until you try it. If you don't like it, then that's totally cool. I know a lot of people get nauseous playing VR. I say, like, give it a little bit of time, get your sea legs, give it a shot, and see if you really enjoy it. I've done some pretty cool stuff already through VR, and I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about that today. I think that if you really look into it and look into the applications, I think you might be pleasantly surprised on what kind of changes are coming in the future and what kind of investments that you could maybe delve into, maybe a little bit of money into, and see how it pans out for the future. That's just my personal opinion. I like new tech, and I like things that I think could really change the world. And this is one that I think has potential to do so. So I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about that today, as Facebook is taking a really nasty beating. It could be a buying opportunity. You never know. It depends on what you guys believe and what you think about Facebook, and if you think that it will continue to be as giant as it is today. Thank you so much. As always, social media links are always down in the description, and I hope to see you guys again next time.